officially online. We have the messages. We are slightly before 10, so let's do a pre-show. So today we are in a place called, hello Victor, today we are in a place called Moriguchi. And as they gave us a map coming out of the subway, that's pretty cool. We have at least 3 targets. 1, 2, and 3 temples, and then beyond that, probably other things. So let me strap up. And we are going. So we are enjoying a good connection. The usual. No server messing for strange reasons the feed today. Let's get out of the big road. It's a big crossing, so it's only for a second, but I see that they have some information board over there. So back with an ice cream. Good. So Moriguchi is the mouth of the nurse. I don't know. I love the way they work with proportions in this country. It's always so objective. So on the road connecting Osaka to Kyoto, then moving on to Nagoya and Tokyo. You see that Moriguchi is the main attraction between the places. Very interesting notion of scale. So it is historical, and that historical road is preserved on this red writing. See that red road? That's the historical road. So we can either go left or right. We have both choices. For what I want to do, I might want to go. Salut Bama. So I think I want to go left, and after that we'll go the other way, I think. we might have to deal with batteries today. The live might be longer than the usual. So from what they said, I need to take the road to an angle to the boulevard. So this should be it. And then I should have an escape to the left side. So it's a low-rise city, which is part of the Osaka prefecture. So it's Moriguchi. And right away we have an old temple. Nice. Ooh. Let's have a look at the official entrance to know if we can get in. I guess we might. So, nice portal. Old building. To the right, we have a bell. And a net to play some sport. Fire practice? I don't know. Futsal, I guess. More likely right in front we do have lotus flowers or plants. Secure place. So administration, living place. The main hall, quite standard, nothing fancy about it, but just just good. And then this stone that is probably memorial. So the view from the outside is actually the best part. What do you mean people still live there? Yes, of course. People live here. You know that it would not be open if nobody was living there. The temple is privately owned. Probably a family possession actually. It's the same family of priests usually that keeps exercising the religion at the same place. The second bell building, if we didn't have those wires, that would be great. Look how fancy it looks. We have a very nice sky behind. Damn wires. So I have to take a wild guess on this one. Should I turn here for the path or not? I guess it might be here, but Photoshop the wires. Yeah, I could do that. Yeah, I'm too lazy. And I have principles. I don't do photo montage. I take pictures of reality. My pictures are to depict reality. Yeah, at the end, the view is the view. Yeah, that's completely my point. So let's get in front of the Lawson. It's still red. Because I guess I went a bit too far. But yeah, you do have small view. So where you have this wall, that's where the temple is. So you see that you have obviously have people living in here. Okay. I see big trees. Big trees are usually a good sign. I saw that there was a second temple on that historical street. So I'm guessing I'm actually on the right way right now. If I hit that temple. Am I on the back side? Yep. But actually, let's see. Okay, might still be right though. So yeah, you know, all those temples and shrines, they are still operating because people live of it, live in it. There is no, might be one or two, but that's it. There are no historical, I don't say, there is, none of them is maintained by the government for historical purpose. They do exist only because people make them live. Okay, so I was wrong. That was the entrance is on the other side. So the other road was the right road. Oh, this temple has no entrance. That would be a first. So we need to make a difference then. You will have a difference between shrines, sanctuaries, Shinto sanctuaries, and temples, Buddhist temples. You have different schools of Buddhism. So each school of Buddhism will have its own Buddhist figure, let's say, to be as wild as we can about that. So they will have their own kind of divinity to worship in their temple. So you might have heard Tendai Shingon. Okay, this one is on reflection, so not much to see. It's bigger than the other one. So according to the schools, you will have a different figure to not worship, but so we can say worship. To worship. They might have, sub-divinities kind of and things like this, but it will depend, for the main one, on what branch of Buddhism you are in. For shrines, you do have not schools but divinities with one main place, the place that created that belief, let's say, and they will actually branch. They will actually give a franchise to other places in Japan to worship this divinity. So that's why, like, the Fushimi Inari has, beyond its original site, the Fushimi Inari, they have, we can say, sold 30,000, as far as I know, franchise of their belief all over the country. So you will worship Inari in different places. That's all the same Inari. It might be the main divinity of the place where you go to, or it might be a minor divinity. It can be a guest divinity in another shrine. After that, you will have shrines that have a divinity from a different place, or they might be their own taisha actually and be the only one believing or worshipping their particular divinity. They might have original divinities, if you take the liberty to say so. It's a crude way to say it. So you will never have generic things. A bit different. Always surprised about the fact it always looks like so quiet. Yeah, well, I select the places, you know. It's Friday morning, 10, you know, people are at work. I'm in a very residential place. So that's why it's so quiet, because people are gone to work or taking care of home. Give it a few more hours and the ladies will come out of the houses to go shopping for dinner. Usually they have already, if they are alone, they have already dealt with lunch, like leftovers. So they will get out only now to take care of dinner. You forgot where you live, yeah. Yeah, but you see they don't have big buildings like you do, you know. Even buildings in this area are smaller than buildings in your area. So here we are, really in a suburb. Okay, give me a second, let me get in the shade. I roughly go where I want. I roughly know where I want to go, but might want to adjust a bit. So they were telling me about one that is further than that. Yeah, this one. Okay. I have no clue what it's worth. That's probably one that will be closed, but we will go check it anyways. Little bit of a walk, but roughly this way. Okay, I'm back on the chat. So the thing about Kadoma, what am I saying? Moriguchi is that there is one company installed here. Might have started here. I'm not exactly sure where it started, but there is one big company taking a lot of space in this area, and it makes walking around harder than usual because their sites are not open to the public to cross, of course. So of course I'm hiding the name at the moment, but we will have a big reveal at some point, you know. If you have good eyes, you know now which company it is. So that's why we still have quite a lot of workers' mansions. So yes, why am I saying Kadoma today? What the anyways. So Moriguchi is the place where you will have Panasonic sites. They're about to make a park here on the old site. Good. So you see, all this industrial site is in my way to go where I want. So I will have to go around it, which doesn't help with orientation, obviously. So no, I have not worked in that many factories in my life. But I find those sites, industrial sites, factory sites, very quiet. I might be dumb, uneducated, and maybe just I don't know that a factory doesn't make much noise on the outside nowadays. But every time I come by, I just see the place empty. No life outside, you know, it's just maybe they have secret passages inside between buildings, or people don't need to move between buildings or things, I don't know. But I never see a soul in there. It's very strange. Victor Jones au Japon aussi. Non, Victor Jones en France. Le Sud. Quand on l'écoute décrire son quartier, il habite dans la banlieue nord de Marseille. Donc qu'est-ce que nous avons là? Sakura Hiroba, Hall of Manufacturing Ingenuity, and Konosuke Matsushita Museum. Oh, do we have a museum, guys? Oh, I was surprising. I had no idea it was here. How lucky we are. Now, is it open or not? That will be a different question, my friends. So I guess, Panasonic didn't want to bother to send all their employees with the common people, or the people of the common. So they made their own Sakura garden for their employees to enjoy the Sakuras close to work. So I guess we won't go through that gate over there. But let's have a look at the garden. Art, shiny art and not shiny art. Betagumi stuff. Okay. So it is open 1st of March up to 31st of October, 10 to 5:30, and 1st of November to 2nd of January. It's open 10 to 4:30. Okay. And so it's a place where it is easy to have a sit, and quite a few sakura trees to enjoy. Nice. It's nice to see that that companies care to make an environment. And so the gate is Panasonic Group, not for us. To the right, to the right, Panasonic Museum, Konosuke Matsushita Museum, and the Hall of Manufacturing Ingenuity. It is promising, right? So please, everybody, finger crossed. And lots of wishes for the place to be open for us. Just for us. No, not just for us, for anybody, It is temporarily closed because of coronavirus. But is that gate closed for the virus on the entire thing? That's a nuance that Victor, don't be rude. Come on. Ok, petit aparté en français, putain de merde, j'ai regardé leur site web hier, ces connards, et il n'y avait pas marqué que c'était fermé en ce moment. Ils n'avaient pas de message sur la fermeture, bande de... So, anyways, excuse my French. So, when it's open again, we shall go see the story of Mr. Matsushita, who created the group Matsushita, which became Panasonic for overseas, and then they made the whole thing Panasonic. You have some art, and you have at least 2 buildings. I guess there might be a bit more than that, or underground, I don't know, which are museums that we won't get to see today. Nice, Mika. Did you like the job? And welcome, Mika, by the way. It was just a job, okay. But you know, still, Panasonic might have a good atmosphere to work. I don't know. They do have a lot of activities. They don't always make sense in what they're doing, but you know. So the QR code go to a page giving some information about the closing days, which I didn't see while checking on my computer yesterday. So I had some hope. I didn't expect it to be open, but I had hope that maybe, I was getting lucky. But I ain't. This is the stream of failure to find an open museum. We haven't found one so far, right? Every time I tried to get to a museum, it was closed. Their sites are so big that they put different entrances and stuff. It was not bad. Then, if it was not bad, that is the most we can ask. Okay, this might be a road. This is an official road actually. It's not Panasonic. This is Panasonic. This is the city road. So let's walk on the road just because we are just a fucking gaijin. No, actually I will go back where I won't be run over by cars. That will be better. Sorry Panasonic, I'm using your space. Is Osaka part of Tokyo? Not at all. It's a few hundred kilometers away. It's a different city. It's better, nicer, at some point in history even richer city than Tokyo. You know, in Osaka, when we talk about Tokyo people, we talk about them. They are different from us. They are others. So it's considered that if you look at the main island of Japan, you cut it in the middle where it makes how to say, where it's not straight, when it bends, which basically means Nagoya to the Sea of Japan. And then what is right up that line, it's East Japan, where the main city is Tokyo, and you have what is bottom left of the line, bottom and left of the line, and that is Kansai. And the main city of Kansai is Osaka, since ever. Even though we have Kyoto nearby, capital for 1,000 years, but still, Osaka has always been more important than Kyoto. Thank you for the following, Nyangberry. Osaka is not the Nice of Japan. I guess I will keep going this way. I will try. Because it's fun, No. Osaka should be compared to Bordeaux or Lyon, if you wish. But many people say Marseille. Yeah, okay. I will settle for Marseille like everyone else. Even though Marseille never had the importance that Osaka had in the history of Japan. Osaka has been the economical capital of Japan up to the war, basically. So it is in that way different from Marseille, which has never been the economical capital of France by any means. So we are reaching the end of this small bucolic part. Let me check my Google Maps. Okay, so the Obaiji should be that one. Yeah? Should be that. Wow, that's a temple, an old temple lost in the 20th century. All those ugly grey buildings all around, and that nice wood building lost in the middle. We have all those garages. You have some city gardens, and that temple with old buildings in the middle. Looks odd a bit. I don't know if it's this, if it is this one actually. I might be mistaken. Anyways, okay. If there's an entrance, it's on the other side. So let's see. I have rarely seen that in France. Like, you have this very industrialized part of things, and in the middle, the old traditional building surviving somehow. Cop is delivering. So Coop is a cooperative production and distribution company. So as the name says, it's cooperative. So actually, you need to be a member of to get their services and things. It's kind of, you're becoming a shareholder when you enter the system, and the prices are no bad. They select products in a certain way. I didn't always agree with their choices. I use them, but so this one is the most traditional of the bunch. So they don't open to the public. This is a kind of memorial stones. And if anybody wants to play with a translator, I guess the exposition will be too hard on the shady part. Wow. Calm down, boy. One picture is enough. Okay, well, so actually we have moved to Kadoma. Okay. That's why, my mind knew I was in Kadoma, not in Moriguchi anymore. I do have such a mind. An unconscious that knows more than my unconscious. So let's see, let's get a road going straight. We'll go under the Keihan and get a bit deeper in Kadoma. So we've been in Kadoma city before, but it was the south of Kadoma. If you remember the useless outlet mall, didn't have my size of anything and stuff. Even Under Armour. That was Kadoma South. Today we are on another side of Kadoma, upper north. So, look at this house. Ooh, fancy. Let me try to get Isn't that nice? That is a nice old looking house, but it has been renovated, so I think it's actually nice to live in now. I see good windows. I'll provide isolation and stuff. Definitely good. Little street goes over there. Yeah, there are people walking on that one, so let's take the next one. I don't want to bother workers, because it's not, even though I'm French, it's not because I'm not working I should bother people who are working. So we basically try to get back to the Keihan line, cross it down to the other part of Kadoma. That's strange urban arrangement here. Let's go through that. It was a nice house, yes. Indeed. Ooh. This residence has a nice little garden. Okay, we'll go back to the right here. Look at the nice little garden they have with a big tanuki in there. Nice residence. The Arcadian. See? Wherever you have reference to Canada, you do get nice things. Sur le sol, c'est quoi en blanc? C'est les signes écrits par terre que tu me demandes, Bama? Alors par exemple ça là, celui-là, qui est celui sur lequel tu as dû réagir tout à l'heure, c'est s'arrêter. C'est un ordre, c'est arrêtez-vous, stop. Ici ça dit que c'est une voie à sens unique, si je me souviens bien. Mais là ils abusent un peu sur les kanji. Ils ont tendance à supprimer les kanji sur les signes au sol et à passer en hiragana. Depends on the city you're in. Possiblement ralentir. La rue était dans un état... Ah oui, dans un sale état. Elle est pas droite. We have lots of small, what am I saying? We have a lot of houses. This is actually a lot of old buildings. Some houses and some are temples. This one is a temple still. They used to have streams, but they covered them to make walkways, it seems. Oh, here they are about to build a house, so they have a Shinto ceremony to ask the gods to not protect, but more likely not hurt the building, the action of building the house, and the ground once the house has been built. So you will have different ceremonies at different time. I even saw that kind of thing with big projects. I remember one big building, an hotel that was being built in the center of Osaka, completely out of the blue. One day I was there, and completely unexpectedly I saw two Mikos coming around and doing kind of blessing of the construction with Nihonshu. So it can take different forms at different stages. So finally we do have a shrine. Nice looking. So it is probably the Kanushi of that shrine that is doing the ceremony at the site over there. Even though, you know, builders have conventions with specific shrines to do their ceremonies. So, as usual, you enter at the Tori, you bend in reverence, then you wash your hands. So I was told during my education that it should be running water you use, not basin water. So I'm always, you know, not so willing to use basin water because you don't know who did what and how long it's been here, not treated and stuff. Anyways, so you take the big spoon, the wood spoon, in your right hand. You get water. You wash with your right hand, your left hand. You exchange hands. You wash your right hand with the left hand. You go back to the right hand. You pour water to your left hand and you clean your mouth. Then, with the remaining water, you make it run along the handle and ablutions are made. And you discover why it is very useful to have a handkerchief in your pocket at all time in Japan. So here we have two sub-shrines for invited divinities. One here and one here. This one is an inari. You don't even need to read because you can see with the foxes on the sides. So next you go to the main altar first. The most basic way is to give 5 yen because it says goen, which is one of the words to say happiness. And that's the basic way to do it. So you should do the main divinity first, and then if you want, you can do the sub-divinities, the invited divinities. It is up to you. You always have a place where you can buy some good luck charms, let's say. When you exit, again, facing the shrine, under the torii gate, you bow one more time. And you've done the proper worshipping. So it's funny because the money you give to temples and shrines, it's always with a play on words. Oh, let's go there. With the amount you're giving, like, goen, 5 n, actually also means, if it's a one word, happiness. So they have lots of numbers like this that allow for the word play according to what you are wishing for. So another temple to the left. They do have nice trees. So you see, you have the worship place, and they also have the little pool for the kids. So people live indoors. So the domain doesn't look bad. See, with those old trees, well cut. Oh. So it's kids, so I will not show their face. Bye bye. Bye bye. So actually, you know, those kids might be in a small kindergarten hosted by a temple. One of the activities they sometimes do, and maybe even the temple with a pool. It might be. So there were antiques found on this spot in 2002. Okay. Another nice house over there. Let's have a look. This big building, square, white, is a temple as well. Okay, they have the traditional part behind, and the front gate has been modernized. Oh, I wish there was something to do with that view. There is something nice there. The tree and the bell, if it was a bit more. The main access and the sub-access right next to each other. That's funny. Okay. So we're getting closer to the train station. This is a Keihan line station, not the subway. It's a suburban train between Osaka and Kyoto mainly. So we cross under it because it's elevated, as you see. And we'll go have a look at the neighborhood around there. We'll have a look to the right, yes, to the old house to the right. Try to have something of it. Yeah, those people do have a nice setting. So the outside looks pretty old and maintained, but inside is actually a modern house. Brick walls, decoration. Bigger house places around here, spaces, have not been cut down over generations, so they remain with a lot of big houses with a bit of land from the old days. Sorry. Having issues with wrist thingy I use for my chat. Need to get a better solution for that. So there we have the Moriguchi station of Keihan. That's where we will finish today. So they actually have a long commercial arcade under track, whatever. So let's see. Looks better on that side, so we'll have a look at that side. Oh, this house is a wreck. Yes, Paralympics are finished. They are done. They finished last Thursday, I guess 1 week ago or something. Or 1 week and a half ago. Because I talked about it. No, maybe last Sunday. Okay, last Sunday. The closing ceremony was on last Sunday. Because I talked about it in my class on Wednesday. So actually, Victor, I was told that France 3 did quite a sizable diffusion of the Paralympics. So I guess you just missed it. But it seems that France 3, according to other French people, did a okay job at covering the event. So I think you just missed it. Well, I don't know, but I did say that France didn't show much of it on TV during my podcast, and I had some feedback of people saying, "Yeah, we do have it. We see it on TV. France 3 for the win." So I don't know. Maybe it's a local thing, you know. C'est peut-être le décrochement régional après, hein, je sais pas. So, but people did actually. I don't know. They were talking about this sports event. I don't know about the ceremony itself. So here we are. Not as much as in Japan maybe, but they did some. Oh, a crow. So we're looking for one temple that way. So unlike where we went on Monday, Itakano, stay around Itakano station, which I guess is Setsu. City or ward of Setsu, I forgot. This place is more ancient, has been occupied for a longer time, so they have more temple. When you have no temple, no jinja, like we had last time on Monday, means that the place has been occupied recently, a century or two. Quite a few nice houses. I saw one to the right. We check the one on the right first. But places that humans have been living on for a long time. you do have lots of temples and shrines. It's really a sign of a long occupation. So a place like we went like the last time, Itakano, it has been actually they stabilized the bed of the river with channels, streams and things, and then that's allowed to have new safe spots to develop. So where is the entrance of this big nice house? Weird. It's 4 walls. You need to get parachuted in. Parachuted in, yes. Okay, there only is this small entrance for that big domain. Wow, I guess they closed some part of it, but it's a huge domain with buildings. There's no name, nothing. Pretty surprising. So one of our targets is that big tree over there. So those are usual machiya of the Osaka area. Houses with possibility of businesses used to look like this. Bottom could be either a shop or a garage or working space. This used to be a temple, I think. So you see Panasonic makes houses as well. Panasonic homes. They do individual houses and places like this. Small mansions. Temple. So that was the big trees. That one here and that one here. So, temple, only Buddhist temples do have bells. Shrines don't. Those shrines usually have like a minimal activity. They are not really the most active. Okay, the one guy in that truck I know. He wondered if it was me or not. Got stuck, but I know him. Houses. Some place with cut stuff. So some of those neighborhoods have been cut in places, spaces, slots kind of, for constructions. and stuff. So did they actually get to park around here with their truck? No, they kept on going. Oh, too sad. Big house here again. Why was he going through this neighborhood with his big truck if it was not to stop here? Oh, you have secret passages. Nice. It's so nice to have a good connection. So let's see, going this way. Yeah, it would be great if we... It will be great when we get it with the server, because it will happen. You know, we have only hiccups on our way to success. Yeah, just hiccups. We shall not complain, we shall not worry, because things happen given time and efforts. So we have a biggie here. Tree means point of interest. Plus they have a sign. So this is a shrine. As a first step, very basic, you know, it's yeah, you know, anyways. As a very basic, you see those two signs? Those two Chinese characters? Okay? Those always mean a shrine. And when we have another one, I will show you what means a temple. So here we have a nice little shrine. Yeah, you should go to bed, Victor. Nobody will blame you to go to bed so late. Because it is so late, I have to say. So okay. Okay, I found it. The Google Maps is a bit... Ja, matane. You should put a ne at the end. Ja is not necessary, but mata is the main part, and you can put ne in the end. Matane would be better. Thank you. Sleep well. So it does have sub-tampons. It is pretty, you know, they let nature loose in here. So there's an Inari shrine to the side over there. There is one here. Oh yeah, in the shade. Oh, shade is good. Nande? Okay. My eyes are... I think I should check my eyes because chat slightly small. I have issues reading it. So that's pretty much for what I had scouted before coming. I had hoped for the museum, so of course my timing is quite off without the museum. So we'll go back to the Keihan station. And oh, there's a nice garden over there between roads. Not much shade with it, that's a shame, but we do have that quite a lot in Osaka. Like wide roads to stop the bother. In the middle they made parks to allow people to walk in the area with no issues. Okay, I want to go to the left. To get back to the Moriguchi Keihan station, where we should have an interesting final image if I can. We'll see. So maybe we'll try to avoid walking on the main road. It's not so interesting. I'll dive back if I can to the right over there. Might not be as easy though, because of that big building here and the factory behind. Probably takes me too far. So I will contradict myself, forget what I just said, and we'll keep on the big road. At least until past the grounds of this factory here. Oh, A price. Mine disappeared. They still get one here. I'm jealous. So A price is a supermarket for professionals mostly. They sell big quantities of products. Not always the best quality, but you know, good enough for the restaurants we all appreciate. So it's nice to go get, you know, bigger quantities of sauce and meat and stuff there. You have a bit more frozen product, useful frozen products than in usual supermarkets. So it is also interesting for that. It feels a bit more like home. See people who complain that there is not enough green in Osaka. I don't see what they talk about, because we do have small parks with trees and bushes and stuff. Very often. From today's video, I would say we found a patch like this every 10 minutes. So I don't really get the people who complain about Osaka not being green. I guess, you know, it's the same thing than in Tokyo. They just stick to that one center place, Umeda, and they never see beyond it. But soon as you go suburbs, you do have green everywhere. It's like in Tokyo, you know, if you... Oh, guys, we have a Shoten guy. Woohoo! Here they have a centaur, and you have a old and dying but operation, and you do have a Jizo in front of it at the entrance. Wow, but the place would need some care. But that's a huge investment to maintain a centaur for very small revenues. So, Moriguchi Shotengai. I didn't check the name, I'm saying shit. But, so, bakery, rice and alcohol, second-hand clothes, supermarket. Fruits and vegetables, peas, vegetables and fruits, old lady clothes, handmade and second-hand, community center, I guess, to come discuss. Fries. Nice. Yeah. Hairdresser. Yeah, that certain guy has seen better days, unfortunately. But they have a nice restaurant that opened here. That's cool. On the small streets beside, I guess you have more shops. Even though the Shoten guy doesn't extend to them. They might be in the organization. But it died even more. Yeah, a few shops beside. That street is long. We have long perspectives here. So I'm slightly lost. I guess I need to turn that small empty street I saw before. To get back on track. Maybe. Yeah, station is over there. So Keihan is a big group. So they have malls connected to their stations. The main one nowadays, I guess, is the one in Kuzuha, not far from the Iwashimi Suhachi Mangu where we went a month ago. And second biggest could be Moriguchi, could be Kyobashi. I don't know. It's not quite clear, I have to say. It's not that obvious which one is bigger. But Kuzuhamori is bigger than the other, that's for sure. And see, those people, they have their tree that became huge in their garden over generations. So it was deified with that rope as a mark of respect, showing it that, you know, we won't cut you down, we will preserve you to live on. We will go through the inconvenience of you ravaging the underground of the house because you are an important part of the world. Oh, Indian restaurant. Oh, I like eating Indian. It's not too spicy, you know, because they don't push it. I enjoy a good Indian meal. Okay, this school to my left seems to have German connections. They talk German. Kommt, lasst uns unseren Kindern lieben. I have no idea how to read that, Matt. And I have no idea of the meaning. But it seems it's a huge place. Quite a big investment. I wonder what the connection is with Germany. Oh, what is that big ass place? With a lot of Ici, ils coupent les parties qui posent des problèmes, qui sont mortes, etc. Ils peuvent couper l'arbre en lui-même, en fait, et laisser juste le tronc. Mais faut au moins marquer le respect. And so we have another shrine here. Donc il y a besoin d'une marque de respect au moins pour les Japonais. That's the thing though, you know, in Japan, you might do bad things, but if you show respect when you do the bad thing, it's not really a bad thing because you showed respect. It's, you know, a notion that is difficult to apprehend for me. but you know. So here we have the energy hall. What is an energy hall? We'll go have a pic. But first, that big ass building with the pointy roof. What is it? What kind of place is it? Let's figure out. What kind of place is that? I need to hurry a bit because my battery is running out. My batteries are running out. So, what is that big ass place? Would it be the pool? Yeah, it is a pool. Okay, that's the pool. The station is here. Okay, I walk back, try to see through the energy hall, then get into the station for the last point of interest of the day, if I can find a way to shoot it. Because I never paid attention to how it is from the bottom, actually. So I always contented myself with the upper view of the thing. I love to be enigmatic like this. Makes me feel important. So, this is the energy hall? Oh no, okay. This is FM Hanako 82.4 megahertz. Okay, so here we are. Okay, so guys, that part of radio in Japan is different than at home. I will have a hard time showing you, but actually behind those windows you do have the studio, and so we have the guy who is the sound engineer, and behind the paper we do have the MC. And that's it. That's how a radio looks like these days in Japan. Not the same at all. It's actually the energy hall of any interest. Not really. こんにちは。どんな建物のだけ知りたかった。ここはどんな建物ですか？エネルギーホールというから意味が、はい。劇場。劇場ですか？はい、どんな劇？まあできればごめんなさい。アウチ。はい、大丈夫です。すごい。さっきコンサートホールな感じですね。今はピアノの連携ですね。はい。そうです。Et c'est grand comme ça。すいません。ありがとうございます。はい、ごめんなさい。So energy hall is that, guys. Its concert hall can be also theater for plays and things. So I guess you can rent it for events. I will tell you stories about that. すいません、ありがとうございました。So you have quite a few halls. So they usually don't have a strange name like this, but you have quite a few halls like this in Japanese cities. Okay, give me a second, guys. I need to put the hat back on because it fell off. There we go. Okay, so we have halls like this in cities. They usually don't have that kind of strange name. Energy hall. They don't have radios usually, but like culture centers. And they have concert halls you can rent for events. So a few of my students who are artists, pianists, this kind, actually they make events. They make their own small concerts, alone or with friends, usually with friends. I want to go to the main part. And they will invite people, sell tickets and things. It's pretty usual. But it's usually more remote than this. Very surprised to find it like this at the main station. Okay, Keihan Railway. This is it. So actually I'm wondering, yes, I think it's Moriguchi station that has the thing I am interested in at the moment. Didn't check. I didn't know if I would reach it or not. So let's see the main entrance. You see that under the train line they do have lots of shops. Point of interest, they recommend. We just didn't do the Ueda Park and the Kyokai Road bank, but the rest I guess we went through. Mist coming out, the character of the city, the Singapore lion for some reason. And I want to go up one floor. And then maybe so do I have to get in the station to maybe see what I think might be to be seen in this station? Yes, it seems so. It's alright, I can get in. So I'm looking for the tree. I'm looking for a tree, guys. There's no trace of the tree at this floor, on this floor, so we'll go up one to make sure that I am at the right station. Because I might not be, I'm just plain stupid sometimes. So I am just playing wrong, it seems. I am one station off. It's the station in Moriguchi city, but it's not the Moriguchi station that has what I want. So I need to get that train actually. Will I make it on time? I don't know. We'll see. Otherwise I'll sit, wait and charge if I can't make it. That's the problem, Oh, I missed it. That's the problem working from memory, You mess up stuff. No, I didn't miss it yet. Yeah, I can make it.
We will soon make a brief stop at Doi. Station number KH10. 左側の扉を開けます。ご注意ください。
So the bad news is that I was not off by one station but by more than that. 2 stations maybe? I'm pretty sure of the way, but you know, I mess up stuff badly usually, or pretty often. So
We will soon make a brief stop.
yeah, okay. You can put
Station KH9.
you can put the fail command on me today. I messed up. It's not at all where I thought it was. So I give myself one more station, but it seems I messed up badly. So we'll get off the station on the next station for sure, whatever happens. And if it's not the one with the tree that I wanted to show you, we will end up the train there. If it's the one with the tree, I will show you the tree and there. Oh look, a Tamade supermarket. Yeah, the next one is Senbayashi, so it's right up. It's not.
We will soon make a brief stop at Sabayashi. Station number KH8.
Yeah. Okay, so no. Let's go to Kyobashi and we'll end up the live in Kyobashi. Anyway, I need to get back to the subway, and Kyobashi will be more interesting for me. So we'll have to take some time to ride this line again and find which station is the one with the trees through the station that I wanted to show you.
We will soon make a brief stop at Morishoji. Station number KH7. 右側の扉を開けます。ご注意ください。
That Moriguchi station is weird. For some reason they separated the tracks. Yeah. So we're in the Keihan train between Kyoto and Osaka, reaching Osaka. We will get off and stop the stream at Kyobashi, which is a few stations away.
まもなく関目です。大阪メトロ宮里筋線が We will soon make a brief stop at Sekime. Station number KH6. Please change here for the Osaka Metro Himasako Line.
左側の扉を開けます。ご注意ください。
So Sekime, we've been to Sekime Takadono. It's nearby actually. Lots of high school students coming off. I guess there is a big high school in Sekime. Quite a few of them. I have a friend who opened a bar here. When situation allows, we'll go see her. There's a weird looking temple in the back. I don't know if you could see.
We will soon make a brief stop at Koi.
No, we've not been here. We've been to Noeo-Chindai, which is close to Miyakojima. This is the further end. I don't know that there is nothing of interest here. Oops. Not even a Shotengai. So. There might be, but never shown up on my map. Never showed up on my map. It's short. But maybe. Like today's Shotengai, that's more. I didn't know either, so. I guess time we go around Kyobashi, I guess we can extend up here. It's one station away, so that means it's walkable.
この電車は中之島行きです。淀屋橋行きは京橋でお乗り換えください。
We will soon make a brief stop at Kyobashi. Station number KH4. Please change here for Yodoyabashi, JR, and the Osaka Metro from Moriguchi to Line. For Keihan, please get off at the station.
That's the express train to Kyoto. We will go again to Kyoto, guys. This is Le Chateau. It's a famous activity place with Sento Pachinko. So
右側の扉を開けます。
So Kyobashi is interesting because you have the Keihan, you have the subway, and you have the JR line, two lines actually, going through. So that's why it's an interesting station. We haven't done it yet. We'll go around someday. The day will come for it. So guys, here we are. Thank you for following me today. We're gonna stop here. I hope you enjoyed some of the things we've seen. I hope to see you again next time. The next live should be on Monday, next Monday. If there is any change of plan, I will tell about it in Discord. So if you want to follow what's going on, please join the Discord. Merci beaucoup, Bama. And I wish you a good weekend. Have fun and see you next week. Bye. And I forgot to put the Discord. For more info, the Discord is here. There we go. Bon weekend. Be safe. See you.